Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Superman and Lois Season 3, and this is going to be my trailer breakdown for the finale for Season 3, otherwise being called Episode 13, otherwise entitled, What Kills You Only Makes You Stronger. Interesting title. But of course, throughout the video, we're not going to be watching the trailer because Warner Brothers TV is like, copyright, so we're not going to be showing it. But we will be showing screenshots and going into detail and everything like that. But of course, last episode, the penultimate episode, should just be called The Introduction of Michael Cudlitz's Lex Luthor, and he made one hell of an entrance, especially towards the end of the episode, where he definitely, tries to even the playing field against Lois Lane as well as Superman. Though he thinks Superman isn't there, or at least he's acting as if Superman isn't there, but of course Clark is right there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this finale plays off. But of course, we also had the Jordan Superboy stuff where he's very stubborn and everything like that in regards to, being careful with his identity and not pretty much seeking fame, but he's pretty much just trying to be, I guess, like a social media superstar via being Superboy. I wonder if that's going to come back and bite him on the ass in this episode. That'll be an interesting watch and a bit of a wait and see. But of course, right at the end of the episode, the cliffhanger leading into this finale is that we have Lex as well as his right-hand man in Otis going to the subway station, which Bruno Mannheim was operating all of his experiments out of. That of course was sort of crumbled in on at the end of the previous episode, episode 11, due to Onomatopoeia sort of losing control. And I was wondering, okay, well, we're going to get in there. At the end of episode 11, we'd seen Bizarro had awoken and was still in there. And at the end of episode 12, he is still in there, eating rats, full on, pretty much zombie Bizarro. And the last thing we see is him launching himself and appearing to attack and eat that Otis guy. Well, what's going to happen in this episode, this finale? That's a wait and see. But of course, before we get into the actual breakdown of the trailer, we will quickly read out the synopsis or description for the episode, just to highlight some more stuff that they're using as promo material. And there is some promo images, which we'll talk about later in the video. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below your various thoughts on this. What are your any theories and predictions you have heading into the finale? What are your expectations? You're looking forward to it? Let me know in the comments. And if you are going to enjoy the video, you're looking forward to the finale and just want to show support, drop a like on the video. It takes 2 seconds. All of Smallville comes together to view a meteor shower. Lex Luthor makes his move. But we do start off the trailer with, it's time to go kill the Man of Steel. This, of course, being said by your boy, Lex Luthor, in the area that we saw him at the end of last episode, but with the lights on this time. It's not all dark, so they figured out how to put the lights back on. Of course, this is where the zombified Bizarro attacks his right-hand man, Otis. So I'd assume he's dead, but then maybe he's not dead at the same time. Maybe they figured out how to quickly save him. Also, we don't know if Bizarro, if he bites you, do you turn into a zombie as well? Or is this just an isolated thing with Bizarro and he can just do what he wants? And he's just weird like this. We don't know. But we'll have to wait and see what happens here, because is Lex able to survive that ordeal? You have to assume so based on what we're seeing in the trailer. But how would he do that? Maybe there's some X-Kryptonite lying around. That's the only thing I could think of, which of course would subdue Bizarro like how X-Kryptonite does for Superman. I mean, that would make some sense, as it looked like that was what was being used in a lot of Bruno Mannheim's experiments. So maybe there's a weapon or just X-Kryptonite as a whole, and they're able to bring down Bizarro through that. I'm assuming that's probably what's happening, but nothing in the trailer really suggests that outside of Lex Luthor being alive. Now, I obviously don't know if that is the case and Lex can subdue Bizarro. If he's able to control him like that, when he's saying it's time to go kill the Man of Steel, is he setting Bizarro or the zombified Bizarro onto Superman? Is that possible? But then again, there is the other missing person who we know has also been in that area for most of the season that we didn't see at the end of last episode, because that's not the area we last saw him in, and that is Henry Miller, aka Atom Man. Now, of course, he was supposedly killed again at the end of episode 10. I think it was 10. Yeah, it was 10, when John Henry hit him in the head with his kinetic hammer. But we don't know what happened with his body. The DOD showed up and stuff like that, but I don't know if they really specified where Henry Miller's body went. Did Bruno Mannheim retrieve him again? But then again, would Bruno have had time? Then we pick up the next episode and he's trying to bail out of Metropolis as quickly as possible. So that's probably unlikely. But who knows? That could maybe be who Lex has control of and is setting on Superman, while Bizarro maybe escaped or was killed by X-Kryptonite in that, area down there, or he's out and he's in the open world, which would be pretty dangerous considering he's got a bit of a taste for flesh at the moment. Now, the thing with a lot of this trailer, and some of you might have noticed when watching it, but it is a lot of reused footage from throughout the season. Some stuff from episode 1, from some stuff from episode 7, I think it was. There's a decent amount of reused footage from previous parts in the season, which, like with other shows and, Superman and Lois has done in the past, when it comes to finales or important episodes, they try to hide exactly what is going on and like any major hints. So they just reuse like action scenes of Superman flying or Superman and Lois together, but they're from previous episodes. So I'm not surprised, but I just thought I'd point that out in case you look at a shot and go, oh, well, what about this? But it's, it's just a reused shot. But, we're talking about all the new things in this video. But we do know, thanks to the synopsis, that there is a meteor shower, like watching event, I guess you could say, like sort of thing going on in Smallville. And it seems like it's meant to be a planned thing. Like they knew it's been coming for like months or something. So it isn't something that Lex Luthor is up to, like a rushed sort of thing. Oh my God, there's meteors coming down. Let's quickly set up chairs and a banner. Like it seems like they've known it's going to be coming, or it happens every year or every 5 years, whatever it is. But there could be something suspicious mixed with all of this going on potentially. Like they know there's a meteor shower happening, so they plan something else to just sort of like use the meteor shower event thing as like a bit of a disguise. That's a wait and see. Nothing really suggests anything sus around this, but the trailer isn't necessarily showing us too much, but nothing from the previous episodes really hinted at anything that could really tie into that, but we'll wait and see. But we do see Lex Luthor appearing to like torture or drown someone. I can't really tell who it is. They might have like a bag over their head or something. This could be before he says that thing about going to kill the Man of Steel, but I think we are really going to get a sense of how dangerous and controlling and just like influential Lex Luthor is in this finale. I mean, we got it last episode in the prison, but what about in the outside world? So this, of course, would be setting us up for season 4, which I'm very interested to see which road they go down, whether it's very Metropolis-centric or not. I think it will be, and Lex trying to gain power there again. I mean, look how easy he did in the prison, so you can imagine him doing it on the outside pretty easily, if not even easier. So we might get a bit of a hint and a suggestion of it in this finale. Now, there is a shot here a little bit in the trailer with like Superman looking like he's been drenched in water, which might make you think he was the one that Lex was dunking in water. Like maybe Lex has some kryptonite which allows him to overpower Superman. Maybe, who knows? But then again, Superman easily could have just like fallen into like an ocean or a lake or a fountain or whatever it might be, and that's why he's wet. But he is fighting something that can also fly. You can see Superman look up, or at the very least, like they can jump high. Now, is this Bizarro that's out in the streets and like maybe like Lex Luthor has like set him upon Superman? Is it someone else? I mean, is it Henry Miller reborn? It will be interesting to see what it is. And we got some hints through like set photos what it could or could not be, but that's nothing really overly confirmed, like in regards to like a set photo of what Superman's fighting. So no point discussing that because we can watch this in less than a week from now. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this fight goes, how long it goes for, everything like that, and whether it's actually that important or if it's just a bit of a roadblock in regards to what Superman's trying to do. That'll be interesting. But speaking of Bizarro, like in the end of episode 11, when we first saw him like walking around screaming with his blue eyes and he was looking all zombified, his skin looked to be like bubbling, and then last episode he looked even like a bit worse. So it makes you wonder, is there going to be any like further transformations with Bizarro? Like maybe when he eats something, he like transforms more. But then we go to the episode title, which is What Doesn't Kill You, or What Kills You, sorry, Only Makes You Stronger, which is, if you're summing up the character of like Doomsday, that's Doomsday. Like if you kill him, he will be reborn and then he can't be killed again by whatever killed him before. So if he got killed by like a freeze breath or something, then he's impervious to freeze breath or whatever it might be, or, a rocket or whatever it is. He just becomes stronger and stronger and stronger each time he's killed. Is that going to be the case with Bizarro? That's the further transformations there. Or is that potentially going to be the case with Henry Miller? He's been killed, 2 times, then pretty much like the brain tumor was going to kill him anyway. So like he's on his 4th life, I guess you could say, while Bizarro is on like his 2nd. But then again, we don't know what Bruno exactly was doing, how many times Bizarro was being killed and unkilled or whatever it is. So yeah, that will be very interesting. Like who's going to be this potential thing that's playing into the title of the episode. Now, obviously, it's a season finale. We know we're getting season 4. So cliffhangers. What's going to happen? Well, there's no major suggestion in regards to what it is exactly, but Tyler Hoechlin did say recently that the cliffhanger is a good one, and it would have been very, very frustrating if season 4 didn't happen because of what this cliffhanger is and what it is, and what is set up for season 4. So what could he be hinting at? Now, it could be something about Superman himself, with Lex Luthor involved in him being the villain for season 4. It easily could be something about Superman's identity, outing him as a Clark Kent. Could be something just regarding Lex Luthor himself. Maybe we see an end credit scene or like a big cliffhanger towards the end of the finale regarding Lex. It could be something regarding Jordan, him being Superboy. Maybe Jordan's identity gets out there or something like that. Something along those lines. But there's no major hint at this moment what it is. I'd rather just wait and see and get surprised when we watch it in like under a week from now. But yeah, it's just something to think about. That's what Tyler Hoechlin said. It would have been a very frustrating thing if season 4 didn't happen because of the cliffhanger. Now, one other question is, heading into season 4 and the end of this season is, will the other characters in the show, like the side characters, like the side regular characters, if you want to put it, so people outside of the Kent family, will they have some sort of ending to their story arcs due to the wiping of most of the series regulars heading into season 4? Or is that for season 4's opening episodes to do? Sort of like give us an update on where people are. I think Lana's going to leave Smallville and run for higher politics. Like they sort of set that up in episode 10 or 11 or whatever it was when the governor came. I think that's where that character would go. I think she's confirmed as a person who's not going to be in any season 4 episodes. But I think we know that Kyle and Sarah are going to be in 3 episodes of season 4. So Sarah's probably going to move in with Kyle. She'll stay in Smallville and they do some stuff around that. So it'll be interesting if there's any suggestion there what might be happening. They might have planted some seeds just in case. But then again, there might be nothing, and that's just for season 4 to deal with. And then they have all this time between now and then, before they start filming, to write all that stuff. Obviously, there's a writer strike going on, so no one's writing anything. But when that hopefully gets cleared up, so yeah. I mean, it could be weird, but it's unsure how things will be handled there. So yeah, it's a wait and see. I don't know. I sort of think we won't get anything in season 3 at the end regarding those characters. It might just be about the Kents. Or Superman specifically or something. And that leads into another question that's leaving Smallville. I think, once again, there might be a suggestion there, but it won't be anything confirmed. That might be up to like the beginning of season 4 to decide. I think it just depends whether they would have been able to use locations once season 4 starts, whenever that is. So maybe there might be something there at the end of season 3, or maybe there's something at the end of this season, like in this finale episode, which puts the Kents or Superman and Lois in a position that then they can just sort of start season 4 wherever they want to and just sort of do a recap. Once again, it's a bit of a blurry thing, so we'll have to just wait and see how it's done. I would assume it won't be, but there's a chance it could be at the same time. But to finish off the video, we did get 2 promo images. Only 2, there'll be more that comes out, but then again, they only released 4 for last episode because they're trying to contain stuff. But the first one here is Superman outside the Kent house. Just as Superman doing his thing. I don't know if this, I'm assuming this means that like Lex takes the fight to Smallville, which makes me go, does he know that Clark is Superman if he's going to Smallville specifically? That's a wait and see. Just keep that in mind, I guess. And the second one is just Jonathan, when he's doing his firefighting stuff. I'm assuming this is probably dealing with towards the end of the finale, dealing with any craziness that happens in Smallville. But yeah, unsure. It doesn't really give us any hint as to where it is or exactly what he's doing. But yeah, that's the second primary image. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be awesome. You could drop a like and it shows support. Thanks for watching the trailer breakdowns for this season of Superman and Lois. Didn't do them every week just because it depended on if it was something worth talking about. But yeah, if you did watch them, thank you very much. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you're looking forward to in this finale and any theories and predictions. Always curious to read them. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and I'll catch you guys later. And goodbye.